everybody, thanks for joining me on another video here for SyllaFX. So in this video we are doing a recap of the trades that I took yesterday, November the 3rd, during the New York session for a couple of currency pairs here. So before we jump right into it, if you guys follow the channel on YouTube or like the content, definitely like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, that way you are notified when new content and videos are uploaded. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here. So there was a total of 3 trades taken yesterday. Each of them were a winner. One of them I would kind of consider a break even because it wasn't really much of a profit, but it was still a winner. So we ended up I ended up with a little bit over $1,400, which would have been more if I didn't get hit with the conversion rate, because I did hold a couple of those trades into or past the New York session into the Asian session. So that took away a little bit from the profit, but you know, it's still a good day. Didn't lose any money. Still ended up with profit walking away from the market with 3 total trades. So let's go ahead and jump right into it here. First one we're going to look at is the dollar yen, and let's see what happened on this position here. So it is this first trade here that ended up with about 50 pips winner. So let's explain exactly what happened there. This is a basic support and resistance trade, basically. As you can see, we have the main level set up here, horizontal line here for support, and a horizontal line here for resistance. So basically, price comes up to the level, right? And we see how it reacts to it. Came up, rejected. So I waited until price comes back again to test it again. Came up, rejected, and closed below the support level or the resistance level. At that point, I'm looking for a sell position. So on the next candle that developed here, I went ahead and took a sell for about 3 standard lots and set up my stop loss. Always trade with a stop loss. Set up my stop loss above the previous candle's wick, so about 23 pips on that one. So I was aiming for a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio. We got about 50 pips out of this trade here. Let's see, yeah, once it came down into the zone here, so it was a pretty quick trade, about 45 minutes. So that was a good one. A little bit over 1,000, I believe, like 1,010, 1,015. But then considering the spread for the IG broker that I traded with, so still a good trade. 50 pips winner. That was a good trade for that morning. That was about 9 o'clock, 45-minute time frame on that one. So let's go ahead and go through the second 2 that I took. The other one was on the euro dollar, this position here. So now this one didn't really kind of exactly fit into my trading strategy for support and resistance. It was more of a supply and demand trade. Now the only problem with this trade was it was a little bit later in the session. I usually like to take support and resistance, or supply and demand trades earlier in the session when the volume is actually there. This was closer to like 1 or 2 o'clock when I actually took this trade. But as you can see here, based on support and resistance, there was a demand zone being set up. We had some consolidation happen here, and then a lot of buying volume come up here to break the consolidation highs. So basically waiting for price to come down and come up. Before this actually developed, I had drawn these little lines here showing price coming back down, and I was going to look for a buy and go ahead and rise back up to that, right? Now, because I'm pretty sure this is because it was later in the session, it didn't really play out exactly as I wanted to, or as fast as I wanted to. So by the time price came back down into that demand zone, went ahead and saw that price was hesitating, wasn't really breaking through it, but it closed in it and pretty much kind of stuttered a little bit into it. But it still looked like a valid position to take. So I went ahead and took a buy position in that zone, as you can see when price started to come back up here. Now, for the majority of the time, it came up to profit at first, and then came back down and was pretty much in drawdown like the rest of the evening, into after the New York session and into the Asian session. I went ahead and held on to it, but I probably shouldn't have, because I got hit with the conversion rate. But anyways, by the time I actually closed out, it was only up about 3 pips. It was like a little bit later in the evening. I was ready to go to bed. I don't go to sleep with trades open, so I went ahead and closed that one out. So it was only about 3 pips up. Not even, I think it was like barely $100, not even that. And then by the time the conversion rates got hit onto it, it was pretty much a break-even trade at that point. So that one wasn't really worth it, but it was still a winner, so it'll count as that. But let's talk about now. And now the only reason I have this displayed here is because this is what my target was. If I did hold on to it and actually just go to sleep on it, it would have actually played out and hit my target of the 40 pips. But doesn't fit into my trading rules. I stick to my rules, so I did not take that or did not hold on to it. So 3 pips only on this one, break even, we'll consider it that way. As you can see, there's a lot of action actually happening right now that I'm not trading, but oh well, I'll look for another setup as it goes. But the third trade that I did take was on the dollar yen yesterday. So let's go ahead and look at that. So kind of the same reason I was taking this original trade is because price came back up into that zone for the support and resistance trade, and it was respecting that area, but it started to stutter. So you can see there was a little bit of movement going on, but then as soon as I got into the trade, it pretty much died off. But then again, I should have known better. It was later in the New York session, not much volume there at that point, and that's what happened. Just kind of stuttered into the evening, into the past the New York session, into the Asian session. I eventually did hit the 24 pips there. I was aiming for a lot more. I was actually aiming for these lows down here, so I think it was about like 90 pips that I was aiming for, but it didn't play out, and I was ready to go to bed. I don't hold on to trades later into the evening anyways, but as you can see, if I would have, it would have played out. Like it would be hitting the 90 pips right now. So if we actually adjust that to the 90 pips that it was originally and then extend that out, boom, we would have got hit. So it's still a good trade, still a valid trade that would have worked, but it doesn't fit into my trading strategy. It doesn't fit into my rules. So it is what it is. Didn't take that much of a profit on this one, only 24 pips. I think that was like right under like $500 on the three standard lots, but it is what it is. And this one got hit with the conversion rate as well, so that took away a little bit from the profit. So still walked away with about $1,400 for the day, so not bad, no losers. I would consider the euro dollar one a break even because of the conversion eating away at the profit, and then 2 winners on the dollar yen. So not a bad day, but just wanted to kind of go ahead and recap that. So if you guys keep track of the videos, you guys know I trade support and resistance, supply and demand, and trend trading. So if you guys are interested in learning how to my trading strategies and how to implement those, visit SyllaFX.com. The course is available there for literally $1. You can also join the free Discord community if you're interested in joining the group and communicating with other traders. I do this on a daily basis. Outside of that, I appreciate you guys watching the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.